Welcome back to the Hotspot, everybody. And we've got a old friend joining me on the show right now, Mark Wang. He's a student at St. John's, but more importantly, he is a member of the Junior Achievement Guam organization. And Mark, I said old, but you're kind of like you are kind of like one of the more experienced members of the JA organization. So first of all, thanks for joining me on the show, and thanks for being part of this wonderful organization once again. Man, I wish I had JA when I was a kid.
Yeah, half day, Mr. Jason. Yeah, thank you for having us. And yeah, JA is a great program, and that's what we're here to talk about, and really trying to promote the program to Guam students.
Okay, well, I don't want to like do what we call like in journalism, like bury the lead, right? I mean, I want to give you, your due congratulations, because like last year your team actually won first prize as far as like product development, marketing, and everything. You had a huge group, and I know the last time we had you in studio, you actually brought those products, and we were all blown away. So kind of as the returning champion, are you looking to kind of like wear the same hat, or are you looking to pass down, kind of like business wisdom and knowledge to some of the newer students?
Yeah, so for me, kind of coming in, I'll definitely be involved with this year's program as well. But I'll be more on the like the mentorship side, and kind of passing down my experience, things I've been able to learn over the past few years, and really kind of sharing that with the teams. How they also run a great operation or a great organization. And I know it's also about working with Junior Achievement, their board, and seeing how can we make this competition a better experience for everyone, right? Providing some kind of like youth perspective, and it's just things like the program itself, or there are things in the past where things could have been improved on, even all the way up to things at the end with like the different awards that teams are competing for. And so just as a whole, trying to make this year's program a success, especially since the past 2 years we have been all doing it virtually.
Yeah.
And so really looking forward to having it being in person.
That's totally cool. And I think that speaks volumes about, the opportunities that are in JA for someone like yourself, who's been in for a few years, and now you went from maybe, learning the ropes of business and teamwork and cohesion to actually getting to the part where, you were saying this the last time, you're teaching young people about the importance of finance and about, about stock in a company. And now it seems like you're moving more maybe away from operational and more towards strategic. So you're kind of like at the executive level now.
Sure, I guess, but yeah, I don't really see.
Come on, Mark, you can say that, man.
Yeah, I just see it more as, yeah, yeah.
Well, humility is a virtue, and it's nice to see that you're not just saying I'm going to do less work. I mean, you are still going to be working very, very hard, but obviously passing down the lessons. So that's why we're talking here today, and this is basically the opportune time. I use that word, emphasizing that. For young students who are considering JA to really, really get involved. So we're actually putting out basically like a recruitment drive for students who might be interested in getting into the world of business, right?
Right. Yes. That's kind of where we're focusing on this month. So yeah. So JA, it's a great opportunity for students. If students ever had the idea of I want to start a business, or I just want to learn how can I get started in a business, JA is really a place for you to be able to do that. Students, when they register, they'll be paired into different teams. It depends on like which day you want to have meetings on, because we do have weekly meetings all the way up from September all the way down to January. And then in those meetings, you're going to be partnered with sponsoring company here in Guam. So we're still working on finalizing the company sponsors for this year, but traditionally we've always had companies like GTA. We have companies like Bank of Guam who always return to sponsor companies. You're going to be paired with these sponsoring companies, and they're going to kind of help guide you throughout the entire process, whether it be doing market research on product ideas that you have. How do you bring those products to life? How can you market those products? And even in things like how do you prepare a financial statement, right? So it's really comprehensive as a whole. We really emphasize experiential learning, and students learn by doing, and that for me is one of the reasons why I really enjoy this program.
And speaking of sponsors, I know you know, the folks at Title Guarantee, you guys actually brought the hardware home for them the last time when you guys won first place. And I know they're super proud of you. I know the team over at Title Guarantee, they're wonderful people. They have a lot of really good information to pass down, and I know they're incredibly proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I guess the obvious question is for students who are like, yeah, man, I've heard about JA. It's like, and you know, I've had classmates who are involved in it, but they might be thinking, you know, I've got my regular homework workload, and I might be involved in a couple extracurricular activities. Otherwise, you know, I may have, you know, a part-time job and everything. How much time do you have to devote to really get the maximum experience out of JA each week?
Yeah, so minimum we can say students can expect about 2 hours a week. That's how long the meetings are. But really, uh, how much, how active you'll be, it depends on like one or two factors. Number one, it depends if you want to pursue an officer position, like president, vice president of marketing, vice president of finance, right? Because since you're taking on management role, it's obviously going to be a lot more. But if you want to just be a member within a certain department, I think, especially since we're trying to get a decent sized team of 15 to 20, um, like you're not going to feel overburdened with certain responsibilities. So I would say, um, I, I think students can expect about, at a minimum, 2 to 4 hours per week. And I think, especially since it's a team environment, right? You
Mhm.
know, if you're really busy with something, it's all about also learning, like you have your teammates who got you covered, and you know they'll be there to support you and whatnot, right? It's not an individual competition, right? You have a team that's supporting each other, and so that's also a great aspect to the program.
And of course, you know, as is true in the world of competitive, you know, very fast-paced business and everything, you get out of it what you put into it. So I mean, you can do the 2 hours, and that's fantastic, and that's very flexible. But you know, the ones that really shine are, you know, work with each other and really put in that sweat equity.
Right. Yeah, and yeah, that's very much true for Jay as well.
Mhm. Okay, so where can aspiring students or people that are interested go if they would like to register, or you know, tell their classmates, tell their friends, or just go and find more information?
Yeah, so you can right now you can go to the J Guam website. That's j-guam.org. When you go there, you're going to see on the website, it's just 2023 company program. There's a drop down link, and it just says company of the year registration. And so, you know, just fill out that form, you know, kind of your grade, your school, and then you fill out like which days do you want to have meetings on, and then pretty much Jay will reach out to you about you know, about the team that you're going to be with, and when your meeting dates are. So it's
Okay.
really simple. Yeah.
Now, how about Mark, if some people watching this right now, young people, and they say, I've always had an idea in the back of my mind, but you know, I can see it once it's built and once it's there, they may be doing something with like cryptocurrency, or they may say, like, I've got a really cool idea how to finally use NFTs, just aside from, you know, laying claim to like some image that's in a cajillion places all over the internet, right? What if they say, I can kind of see where I want to get, I just want to align myself with an organization that's going to give me the mentorship I need to teach me how to get there and put me in touch with a network of people who feel as I do to make my dream come true. I mean, that's what JA is all about, right?
Right. So, um, kind of similar to what you just said. What you put in is what you'll get out of it.
Mhm.
And so, since you're going to be paired with a sponsoring company, you're going to have advisors that are assigned to your team. And so, you know, if you really kind of leverage that kind of relationship, you're going to be able to get a lot of mentoring opportunities. Same thing goes with, you know, if you have this kind of product idea, and you're trying to bring this to life, trying to bring this to market, you're going to be able to go through the entire kind of just the product development to market entry phase, right? And also just the whole closing down a company at the end of the program, the liquidation side. So really what the company program is about is really trying to lay down the foundations at a simple,
Mhm.
basic level for what how running a company is for students. Something that Jay is going to be having this year is at the for, as part of the awards. For example, for students who win President of the Year or VP of Marketing of the Year, they're also going to be able to have receive a summer internship. Um, so
Nice.
so, you know, it's really kind of about building those connections and networking opportunities, right? Because Jay Guam, the reason why we're here is because we have a lot of these companies on Guam supporting us, and so it's really about getting these students in touch with those supporters as well.
Yeah, a internship at any company is invaluable, and like I can speak from us here at KWM. Some of our most valued employees over the history of our company have started out as interns, and they got a foot in the door, and it set them off on a wonderful, lucrative, enjoyable, fun career. All right, so Mark, final question for you as we wrap up. What has being involved in JA, as long as you have, meant to you, and to be able to meet young people that you probably never would have met before from different parts of the island? They come from different backgrounds. They maybe have a different way about thinking or conceiving a product or solving a problem or getting people on board with that and everything. What has that experience meant to you personally?
For me personally, I think the biggest benefit is really kind of branching out of my comfort zone. Branching out of the people within my school, working with, like you said, working with students from other teams and other schools. But it also is, especially depending on kind of what each company's business plan is, it also is a great opportunity for you to really kind of also put yourself in front of other, business owners, business people, and really kind of see how you can, work with them. And for me, being able to have that kind of opportunity and to, really, they're taking these busy people running all these successful businesses, they're taking time out of their busy schedule to meet with us high school students, and be willing to do business with us. I think that's that's something I would not have expected to have been able to do through another program. And so for me, that kind of opportunity to engage with all these different people has been really a great learning experience that I hope to be able to build on in the future.
Does having that input help you out, like in your other high school studies? Because I'm telling you, like all of the all of the mentorship and everything you're getting from your sponsor and from the other students. I mean, college is going to be nothing for you once you finally go off to school and everything. So does that actually help with your academic studies now? And you're a senior right now at St. John's, right?
Yes. I think definitely it will be kind of a trickle effect into your studies. Definitely the biggest one I can tell you is your time management skills will improve because you got to figure out when are you going to do schoolwork, get schoolwork done first, and then you got to set time aside for all these other commitments that you need to be able to follow up on.
All right. Well, that was a perfect way to end this interview, Mark, because I know it is a school day for you, and you're actually at the Upper Tumon campus. So we don't want to keep you any longer because, you gave us some of your time and very, very valuable information about an incredibly valued organization here. So I'm going to let you get back to school. But thanks a lot for representing JA as well as you do. And I hope we get a ton of young, ambitious kids enrolled in the program and registered because it is an amazing program.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
Always, man. Come back on the show anytime, man. All right. That's Mark Wang, Junior Achievement Guam, doing great things here on the island. And the Hotspot will return with more when we come back.